where people may arrive late. And then, as with in-person event, we will see spikes when top bill presenters, music acts, or VIPs are on stage. And so hopefully that's helpful as you start planning and thinking about the timing and the duration of your event. So that's pretty much all there is for this section. So let's go through our checklist. Whether you're having an entirely in-person, a hybrid, or an exclusively virtual event, there are a number of questions that you need to answer. One of the first questions is related to venue and production. Often this seems to be answered more easily for in-person than online events. It's natural that if you're having an event for, say, 15 people, you may choose to have it in a boardroom and ensure there are enough snacks and refreshments in the room for the duration of the meeting. And then if you're having a 15,000 person event, you're going to rent an arena with adequate audio-visual production so that the audience doesn't have any challenges with seeing or hearing what is going on. Now, similar principles are true for online events, and yet sometimes the production elements for online events are not thought through thoroughly. WebRTC, that's Web Real-Time Conversations, and other video conferencing applications that you'll be aware of are amazing tools for real-time interactions. However, their strength is in connecting individuals through low-latency video connections. And that's usually for small numbers of people and not for broadcasting a high-quality message to thousands. Now, if you're having a 15-person boardroom meeting and you wish to take it online, then utilizing such WebRTC, Zoom-type applications is the right choice. If you're broadcasting a message to thousands, however, using a low-latency application is probably not the right choice. Now, the first answer to this question is production value. If an individual is invited to present a TED Talk type presentation, there will often be nerves involved. The individual has to get the presentation just right. There are numerous books on the market of how a person can do this effectively. In addition to the person's presentation and how they look on the day, the presentation is typically given on a thought-out, clutter-free stage with high-quality cameras placed perfectly, lights, audio, visual, which mean that the only thing that is focused upon is the message itself. Everything is just right to present that message. Video conferencing lends itself to convenience, extemporaneous communication, and ultimately disposable content, which is often not the right feel you want to go for when you're going for a high-quality presentation. While a presenter can prepare their content in a similar manner to a TED Talk, presenting it through a webcam in a home with poor lighting, poor audio, and distracting background, with a high risk for video dropout and audio sync issues and typically no tech help, it's not often the most ideal solution. It must be noted that there are definitely ways to improve the production quality of video conferencing conversations. Recording on a higher quality camera with better lighting, audio. However, these things can often be logistically challenging, especially if you're dealing with a presenter half a country away that is slightly tech challenged. Number 2, the buffering issue. Now, personal experience and larger analytic studies reveal that audiences hate buffering. Frame drops, other glitching in video, low latency video technologies currently make the risk of such occurrence is happening much, much greater. And the risk is only increased with a larger audience. To avoid issues like this, when presenting to larger audiences, we suggest that you utilize a professional encoding solution for such live situations. Now, thinking about what you want to communicate and how that will be communicated needs to be a holistic process, whether you are planning in person or online. What is the content? How is it presented via video? i.e., what is the production quality? And what platform you are using to present it are all relevant questions to answer. Sardius, we have a high-quality interactive platform. However, if the production quality and the content of the video is not very good, then the overall experience will not be a compelling one. So that's pretty much all there is for this section, but let's go through our checklist.